Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I've got my September favorites for you, and I've got some flops. Let's get into it. All right, I've got a lot of drugstore. Let's start with something I rediscovered that I just forgot how amazing it is. This is the Milani Shadow Eyes, and it's the 12-Hour Wear Eyeshadow in Almond Cream. And it's just an eyeshadow pencil, very, very creamy, very, very inexpensive. But this one, if you have a skin tone like mine, is the most perfect under brow like brightener. So if you're trying to really clean up around your brows, I didn't use it today just because I had it in a separate pile for this, but anyway, it's just awesome. And what I usually do is I'll just line right under it and then just take either my finger or a brush to kind of blend it down so it just cleans that area up. You could use it to like kind of highlight your face if you wanted to, like a matte highlight. You could use it like all over your lid and just blend it so that it's a primer and it cancels out veining. It's just amazing. It's the perfect kind of all-in-one multi-use product, and I forgot how amazing it is. I feel like I should buy a new one though. I've had this for a while. It's kind of looking gross and I'm that shallow, but I'm gonna keep working on this one. But I just love it. If you haven't tried it yet, you definitely should. I wanna try, they have like a brown one, they have some other colors. I wanna try some more of them just to kind of get a feel for if they're all this good. Next product that excites me is the L'Oreal Quads. They recently sent me a ton of their stuff, and I was so excited, but these were two that, like, I don't know, I feel like I never buy eyeshadow quads, and so even when I have them, I feel like I never use them. So I was like, you know what? This is a great time to try them out, make myself use them and see how I feel about them. You know, just kind of creating one look with a quad. Oh my gosh, I got so many compliments when I would wear both of these. It was unbelievable, unbelievable. So I think if I had to pick my favorite of the two, it'd be French Biscuit. I might have already mentioned this on my channel, I don't know. But this one's great because it's got two mattes and one shimmer and then one like crazy glittery shimmer. Now the one with glitter does have fallout, so you have to be careful with it. These were surprisingly pigmented, so blendable, and just beautiful. I would use like the really bronzy shimmery one all over the lid and just blend it into the crease and leave, and it looked so refined and nice and like with some depth. Like it was just so surprisingly good. And then the other quad I really liked from their line was Boudoir Charm. This was another one that I could use any of these darker colors. They're all shimmery. Any of them is a one shadow look. They all look gorgeous. I love that it's got this kind of burnt wine color, and then it's got another kind of shimmery gold and then a shimmery brown. And they're so pigmented. This is drugstore and it's really blendable, so beautiful. I just love it. So I was very impressed. If you're kind of in the market for maybe something new to shake up what you've been using, these are so lovely. And I think even the packaging they did a good job with. All right, so the next thing, this is a more high-end product, or more expensive. This is from Benefit and it's their Cabral. Stay with me now, because this looked very gimmicky to me and I was like, what? And I've never really used Benefit's brow products, like never really been intrigued by them. And I am an eyebrow pencil kind of girl. Like that's just what I use. I've tried powders. I used that for a while, like the Anastasia one. I've tried like dip brow type pomade ones and they're okay. But I never like reach for pomade type products more often than a pencil. This one completely changed the game for me. I don't know what it is. The color was perfect. It's in number 4 and it's a cream gel brow. And so the idea is that there is the pot and then you just pull this off. And I thought I wouldn't like this. I love it. I think because it's really easy to clean this up because it's not like a crazy pigmented gel like a gel eyeliner would be where they have the similar packaging. This one is not, so the brush I can really quickly clean off and then I'm not as worried about putting it in there. Because with cream liners, I'm always like, ugh, like I'm putting that in and it's not perfectly clean. And anyway, so that's not an issue for me with this. And it's just so like waxy. And so the color, like I'm swatching it there and it looks scary. It doesn't come on that way. It comes on just perfectly enough that you can blend it with a spoolie. So that would be the only downside. I wish I had a spoolie that just came with it. But that's another thing. So I was just impressed. Like I feel like I used it on my brows today. I feel like it's easy to use. It blends perfectly. It's not taking longer to do my brows, but I feel like my brows look better than they used to. Just a little bit more filled in, a little bit more even. So I really like it. If you're kind of in a rut with your eyebrows, you feel like you need something different, it's not working, maybe give this a try. I think you might be surprised. I know I was. Speaking of surprised, this is from Misha Beauty, and it's their Glam Art Gloss, and it's in the shade SCR06. First of all, these are pretty inexpensive products compared to, you know, like Benefit and stuff like that. But the packaging looks so luxuriously high-end. I was so impressed. It feels well made. Like, it doesn't feel like a cheap lip gloss, and it wears beautifully. When I was recently in Chicago, I brought this with me, and I was so impressed. So it's really, really pigmented, nice doe foot applicator, and it just looks so gorgeously milky on the lips. I loved wearing it. And so for me, I have had this in my purse. I can't stop wearing it. And I'm not usually even that big on peach shades, but I've just been so into this shade. So if you're in the market for a new lip gloss and you maybe want, you want to just branch out a little bit, I would really recommend this. I want to try some other shades of this because I fell in love and I was so taken by surprise by how much I loved it. And I'm so glad it's not crazy expensive. So one of my fails, well actually it's 3 fails in one. I have a bunch of shades of the Too Faced Lip Injection, Glossy. I was very excited about these. Too Faced sent these to me and I was all hopped up because I love Too Faced. But you guys know, even though a product is sent to me doesn't mean that I'm going to always love it and that I'm, you know, not going to share it with you. I will. And these I was not impressed with. So the idea of the lip injection products is that they plump your lips. I like lip plumping products. I don't mind a little bit of a tingle. I know some people do. I don't mind that. These, however, were an intense tingle, like way too much for my liking. Some people really, like, I feel like Tati, she wouldn't mind this. I know she like loves that stuff. She is so into that. But for me, it was way too much. I told my friend Sarah I was gonna make her try it, and then I forgot to have her try it because she loses her mind. Like, she loses her mind with like Icy Hot or Bengay. So I was like, oh, she'll really lose her mind with this. But anyway, not on your lips, not on your lips. But anyway, this stuff was just too much for my liking. Now, the colors are pretty. Like, this one's in Spice Girl, which I love the name of. And it was just, again, a milky color, just a really nice, light, spicy color. But again, they're just too much. So if you don't mind that, then you probably wouldn't hate these. But if you do, then I would say far, far away. And I noticed a little bit of plumping. I mean, I didn't notice anything life-changing, but I mean, it is just a lip gloss after all. I'm always nervous that I've got like bat wings. I'm drinking, speaking of bat, I'm drinking coffee and on the cup there's like bats. Anyway, but I feel like every time I drink coffee, like I end up with like lipstick little like bat wings. You know what I mean? Makeup problems. All right, so next thing that blew me away this month is from e.l.f. and it's their Flawless Finish Foundation. I feel like I've had this product off and on, but I never really gave it a fair shot. So I finally got a shade that's perfect for me. It's in the shade Sand. I can't believe how good this stuff is. This really blew me away. It's such high coverage, but it looks nice on your skin. Like, it doesn't look weird or gross. I was wearing this the other day and one of my friends said, your face looks really nice. And I was like, thanks. Like, I feel like no one has ever said that to me. And this is what I was wearing. And so I'm so impressed with the quality of it given its price. And I love that the packaging, it's nice glass packaging, a really nice, I mean, it's like NARS type of a pump and really nice thick lid. So great packaging, awesome product. The shade for me was perfect, and I just can't say enough good things about it. So you'll probably hear more about this as I use it more and more. Last thing I'm gonna mention is from Sleek Makeup, and this palette is amazing. Everyone needs to know about this palette. So their prices are absolutely affordable, and they now ship to the US. So this is their iDivine palette in All Night Long. These colors are everything. They are the perfect, in my opinion, mix of like neutrals, but there's some like wine and some olive type colors. It's just so pretty, and their shadows are always so gorgeously pigmented and rich and blendable. This is another palette that every time I've used it, people always comment like about, what are you wearing on your eyes? That's a really unique color. That's a really, you know, it's got a mix of a couple of mattes and mostly shimmer, that's kind of the ratio I like. I like shimmer more than matte. But it's also got this kind of weird like golden green color, which I just think is kind of fun to pop like on the center of your eyelid. Now, these are not shadows that are like, I don't know, like Urban Decay shadows where I swatch it once and it's just like bam in your face, but then sometimes they're hard to blend. These are, they still swatch okay, but it's more in the way that they apply and wear, and that's why I've really liked them. I'm playing with a lot of different sleek palettes right now, but this is the one that really caught my attention because of the shade selection, but also I just like the way it wears. It's fun to apply it. I feel like it blends really nicely together, and I feel like because we're all so inside of this makeup world, we get lost in swatches and we feel like because something swatches so amazingly, it must be an amazing product, but sometimes those are the eyeshadows that are not as easy to blend. You know what I mean? So for me and for my everyday wear, I don't always want a really, really bold look. In fact, most of the time I don't. So I've really been reaching for these. So if you're similar to me and you have similar tastes, I think you would like the sleek palettes, but I really liked this one. Some other honorable mentions I figured I would mention if you are like on the market to buy some stuff from Sleek. This one's, it's a limited edition one, so I think you'd have to get it quickly, but it's called Goodnight Sweetheart, and it is the most beautiful if you like those berry tones. I wore this the other day and oh my gosh, I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. I really like these shades, but again, it's limited edition, so if you want it, I think you'd have to get it really quickly. But the other one I think you guys might like is an Au Naturel, and it's just really neutral colors, but a lot of deeper tones too, and there are mostly matte with a couple of shimmer. So again, if you know you'd rather have matte and you like those browns and stuff, this would probably be more up your alley. All of them are really nice. The last product I'm gonna mention is from JAMBEAUTY, and it's one of their highlighters. It's a baked highlighter called, well, it's called You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter, and it's in the shade White Goddess. The packaging reminds me of like the hard candy packaging, which I don't mind. It's kind of domed, but this looks like crazy, right? Like it's a crazy, stark, golden highlighter, right? Isn't that crazy? But it looks amazing if you're very specific about where you place it. So like if I just got a little bit like right there and then just kind of blend it a little, it looks so nice on the skin. I just really, really like this. I feel like it's so like, I don't know, in your face, but if you apply it really smartly, it can look really, really nice. So JAMBEAUTY is pretty affordable. I know you have to buy them online, which is always, you know, that's how I feel. I'm like, I can love a product, but I hate when you can only get it online like this and the Sleek product, because it's like, like I would so rather just go to the drugstore. So I don't like always mentioning these, but it is really nice. So I felt like you guys need to know about it. So let me know if I'm interested in trying more from JAMBEAUTY. Let me know if you have other products from them that you guys really love. I know not a lot of people know about the brand, but this is a really nice product. I like it. So that was everything I have been absolutely loving this month. Let me know what your favorites and your least favorites from this month. I love reading them, and I know a lot of us like to all go through and read them just to kind of learn about the products you loved and hated. I hope that you'll subscribe before you leave to catch more of my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.